I don't know. Let me skip that one for now. Hi guys, this is Stephanus here. I'm here to answer all the questions that came through from the fans. So I'm ready to answer all the questions. So here we go. How much do players get paid per week? I think unfortunately for us playing in Africa, we only get paid end of the month. So it's not like the European teams that we get paid every week. Hey, are you Alan's brother? It depends on which Alan. If it's my brother, then I am. If you made it to Europe, what club do you think would you have played for? Let me say the clubs I support, it's in Germany it's Dortmund, so I think I'll fit into the style of play. And then in England it's Arsenal, so definitely I'll go for Arsenal. If you weren't a football player, which other occupation would you be doing and why? I think I would be in the IT field because when I was in high school I loved computers, so I think I would be in the IT field. Tournaments is so hard to get noticed or get scouted, so can you please tell me what you would do? I think the best thing of tournaments and players is it's better the agent or whoever the guy's manager is doesn't tell the player there's some scouts in the stands, because whenever there's some scouts, I think players get nervous and then they don't really come out and show the talent they have. How does it feel to play for the Brave Warriors? It's really an honor, and it's something that's undescribable as a player. I think when we were younger, we always looked up to our idols, my brother, Ricardo Menedy, Colin, them, we used to look up to those guys. But when the call came, as for us at that stage, we were like under 23, to take over from the previous Brave Warriors team. I think we were all ready at that time, and then everything was set from there. For what team do you play for? Currently, I'm contracted to Lusaka Dynamos in Zambia, and the contract runs up until next year, November. How did you feel being Capitano in the COSAFA? I think from my side, I've always had that leadership quality in me. Ever since I was even playing for BA back here, there was like 2 seasons that I was the captain of BA also. So I think I had the qualities as a leader, and I think like now I'm the 3rd vice captain, or let me say 2nd vice captain in the team. Petra Shitembi is our captain, then Peter Shalulile, and then I'm 3rd in the row. So since the 2 of them were not part of the COSAFA team, I was called to lead the team. What's the one thing that keeps you going when you feel like stopping? I think the love of the game. I still love the game. I really still love the game. I think the passion is there, the drive is there, so I think I'll still be going for some time. Do you prefer playing for Manchester United or Chelsea? The pressure that comes with Manchester United, it's too much. Honestly, as a footballer, as much as we are up for challenges, there's too much pressure at Manchester, but for Chelsea, I would go any day. Question from Coach Colin himself. What did you like the best in Finland when you were based there? I think that was my first or my second contract outside the borders of Namibia, and it was a European country. So I think even though Finland is not a footballing nation, they had ice hockey and Finnish baseball, but the experience there was I think it was something that any player could look forward to. So I won't really mind going back there again. Who's better known in the south of Namibia and why? Awilo, Stephanus, or Lolo Kwaraset? Yes, Coach Colin, you are putting me in the spot with that question. I don't know, for some of the younger fans that doesn't know Lolo or that doesn't know we are related, we are brothers, I think he's more known than me, and because they were the first Brave Warriors that qualified for the AFCON, and till today, wherever you go, you still hear about the squad of '98. We did it as well in 2019, qualified for the AFCON, but they are well known than us. What tribe are you? Hey, chai. I'm from the south. I'm Nama or Tamara Nama, I think. If not soccer, which sport? One thing that many doesn't know about myself is when I was at school in Keetmanshoop, our school, so the school that I went to was basically, I think rugby was let's say the main sport at our school. So I played rugby at my primary school up until I think grade 9. And then I was only asked by the soccer coach to come help them out for one match, and then that's where he saw me, and then he said like, my boy, you are better in soccer than in rugby, so why not pursue a dream in football? That's how I ended up playing football. Which footballer is your role model? Hey. Let me say if I take a role model in South Africa, it would be Teko Modise, and then locally it will obviously be my brother Lolo, because he showed me and he was there for me all the way. And then let me say, okay, role models are supposed to be someone close to you or someone you know. And then there's another guy that I don't know, most of the younger footballers, they don't know him. His name is Lazarus Kaimbi. I think he was the guy that also took me to Thailand for the first time, where I got my first contract outside Namibia. So I think he should be a role model to me as well. Who's the toughest player you have played with? Okay, if I understand the question right, I think the toughest player I played with and against at the national team might be Rian Hanamu. He plays for Chippa United currently. Since I'm a right winger and he's a left back, it was always difficult to beat him as a player, but the other players, I can take them on any given day. If you were to wear another number apart from 8, what would it be? My first number that I fell in love with as a footballer was jersey number 15. That's the number I wore at BA before fell in love with the number 8 at the national team. What are the key major sacrifices one has got to make it to sport or football? Thoughts? I think for me personally, I think it's the discipline on and off the field of play. More especially the discipline of the field of play. How you treat your body in terms of when you're back on the field, how to perform, and then I think it's a discipline for me. That's a major key in a footballer's career to be successful. How many ground move skills can you do in your pajamas? Haibo. In my pajamas? First and foremost, do I even have pajamas? I think whenever there is a ball, anything is possible for me. What's required from a player nowadays when you committed to football? I think like I said, it's the discipline. The discipline is really something that players should look into, especially, like I said, the off-the-field discipline. What you do off the field is more important. It will really show in your game, in your performance when you're on the field of play. Next question, how hard do you have to work to be where you are today? Very, very hard. You have to work your socks off. It's not easy, it's really not easy. Sometimes they say talent can take you far, but it's not only talent. To be honest with you, if you look at Peter Shalulile or Dion Hotodem, and let me leave out those two, because I think a player that I can mention here is Ananias Kebat. He's really a hard worker, and if you can see how far he has made it in his football career, it bloomed very late, but just his hard work took him where he is now. Next one. When is HopSol starting again? Good question. I would love for you to come to Otjiwarongo to visit us at OPCA Football Club and train with us. Invites are open, so I'll definitely come through. Next one, point us on how a player can gain body mass to upgrade his or her style of play. Hey, those are questions for our fitness trainers and stuff. I think for me personally, I've got no clue on those. What would you choose to survive in the field? Option, a drink, Coke. Yo. I don't understand that question, but let me pass that one. Who's your favorite player you look up to, past, present, and keeps you going? That will be no other than Teko Modise himself, the general himself. I think Teko's career also started out of late at the age of 25, 26, around there. But what he has achieved as a player on and off the field is something that any player can look up to. And for me personally, he's a role model that I can say, I want to be like him. What does it take to be playing in the midfield role and be consistent in it? I think as a central midfielder, your awareness is very key. What's happening around you when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball. It's very difficult to play in the midfield. It looks easy from the outside, but in the central park, it's very difficult. Even myself, many people are asking why I don't play in the midfield or in the central, but it's very difficult to play there. That's why I prefer playing on the wings, because on the wings, it's just a line at the back of you, and then the whole play is in front of you, so it's easier to play on the line than in the midfield. So I prefer playing on the line. Why do people, the Namibian Chris Brown, be honest, do you have dancing?
Why do people call you the
Namibian Chris Brown? Oh yes, maybe. Why do people call you the Namibian Chris Brown? Do you dance during team talks or whatever it may be? Hey.
Do you?
I do dance, but not Chris Brown moves. I do dance, but not Chris Brown moves. So I do dance. I think I'm more in love with local music and let's say the South African. I think that's it. This is Stephanus, and this was questions for your Pray for the Stars.